The inner harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24-yard line. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. My goodness, what a catch at the 6.
Roethlisberger.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
The gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
The score, Steelers 7, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. 10. All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool.
Roethlisberger's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Claypool. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The Steeler ball carrier.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
The 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. This is Johnson. He's got him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Jalen Samuels, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Roethlisberger will hand to counter, and he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 34. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of
a good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Pittsburgh.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. This is caught, and he's brought down. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slam, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Ravens 6.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. That's important. 55, my God, 55.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was brought down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds McDonald. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On first down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. The quick slant caught, and he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
9-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger will throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And the Steeler first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Ingram. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. They've got second and 12 from the 36. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
The 43-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And this is
sad they pay me. I do this.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Again, Jackson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Down and 9.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Boswell for the extra point.
The point after.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 21. Ravens 18.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Let's see what you got. 198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Rip left. Rip left.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down. And
so the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens will take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The linebacker T.J. Watt there on the coverage.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
On 2nd down, Ingram. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback situation.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson's
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
29-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
4 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Stays on his feet. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He's going to keep it again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Ingram again. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
this is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Ball carrier.
It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game. It kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal.
Check, check. Lucky. Under 10. 10. Sponge. No.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And the Steelers.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Ebron's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the handoff, Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they build a lot of space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Ball carrier.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Like the way it sounds for him? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool.
This one is for gold.
Hey, you know what, men? That was pretty dang scary. It gets me even more excited. We're only scratching the surface of our potential. This team has so much talent. So just keep pushing. Keep pushing.
This one's for all the marbles. This is for gold.
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Don't wanna play me, no conversation. He got time for nothing. No hesitation. Waste time my patience. I'm gonna go out one for the set.
No pressure, but this is it. We are going for gold.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.